Hello there, Nagito Komaeda here with my top 5 containers. While this is a more broad topic than usual, I'm hoping I can bottle up my top 5 to present to you all, as I've been storing my thoughts on these containers for far too long. Starting with number 5 is display cases. While I generally love the locations that display cases are located, like museums for instance, I'm not the biggest fan of the cases themselves. Do we really have to keep things behind glass all the time? I understand that the idea is to keep the talentless from such precious artifacts like rare metals or antique dolls from the Victorian era, but certainly someone with enough money should be able to take a closer look. It's not unreasonable that a nondescript symbol of hope might want to take a peek at something like King Tut's coffin, right? If I had my way, museums would all be... Anyways, moving on. Number 4 is cans. Cans are a great way to store perishable food for long periods of time. But the problem is, opening them can be slightly despair-inducing. Luckily, I've found an easy way to solve this problem. By putting them on the stove, cans seem to open explosively easy every time. And if you're lucky, you might even get to eat the food inside of them. Number 3 is Hajime's editing folder. This digital container holds every video, image, and soundbite we've ever made for the channel. How hopeful! It even contains things that we've never released to the public, like the extended version of the Bagels video, or the pilot episode of how the Ultimates got their talents that the History Channel rudely turned down. Oh, and even the podcast that Hajime and I recorded that he refuses to let me release for some reason. I thought it was good at least. Number 2 is coffins. Normally, coffins like these are used to bury dead bodies, but I've found a more hopeful use for one in particular. I was doing video research the other day when I got a targeted ad about coffins, and just couldn't resist. Since I didn't really have any bodies to bury at the time, I ended up padding it and turning it into my production casket for making videos. Writing in a container as hopeful as this really adds a deadly edge to my wordplay, unmatched by any other container. Honorable mentions are Ziploc bags, Mason jars, the SCP Foundation, and at number 1, we have storage containers. As someone with a very special storage container myself, they're great for storing a wide variety of hopeful things. Personally though, I like to use mine to store my various collections. Let's take a look. Starting off, here's my collection of every Pussy energy drink variant since their launch in 2006. Over here is my collection of Nagito special sauce prototype recipes. It took some lucky tries to get it perfect. Moving on though, this is the computer that stores my collection of video ideas for the channel. Looks like Hajime just added another one to the list. How hopeful. And to finish off the tour, how about my collection of Hajime's socks? He has no idea where they keep going. The hope he'll feel when he finally finds them will overcome any despair he may be feeling right now. So I'd say it's worth it. But that's all you'll be seeing of my collections for today. Be sure to like and subscribe for my thoughts on more hopeful places to keep things. Bye now.